Archangel Michael says, I have been trying to reach you specifically. I need to talk to you about something important that cannot wait any longer. This message is meant for your ears only. Don't share it with anyone else. You've been divinely selected to receive this confidential communication. It's not by accident that you found this message today. The universe has guided your eyes here because this private revelation is meant specifically for your soul. There's an urgency in the spiritual realm to connect with you now. This is a sacred moment between you and the divine. What Archangel Michael needs to share isn't just any ordinary message. This confidential communication holds information that could change the course of your spiritual journey. The urgency behind this private connection comes from divine timing that cannot be ignored any longer. If you miss this message now, it may be much longer before this window of opportunity returns. The angels have been watching, waiting for the perfect moment when your spirit would be ready to receive what must be shared. This private revelation isn't meant for everyone. It's specifically calibrated to your energy, your path, and your divine purpose. The time for this confidential exchange has arrived. Your soul recognizes the truth of this divine connection. The angels have aligned everything to create this private communication channel with you. If you're ready to receive this confidential message from Archangel Michael, type Amen now, and prepare your heart for this sacred exchange. Let divine protection surround you as you open to this private revelation. Remember, this message is meant for you alone. Your readiness to honor this confidentiality invites the blessing closer. Archangel Michael whispers, there are certain divine secrets that are only meant for specific souls at specific times. Your energy signature has been recognized in the spiritual realm as someone ready for this particular revelation. The angelic realm operates with sacred knowledge that must be carefully shared with the right people at the right moments. You've been observed, your spiritual frequency measured, and your readiness confirmed. This private message has been held back until now, waiting for divine alignment to bring it forward. What needs to be communicated isn't for public consumption. It's sacred information meant for your heart alone. The confidential nature of this message isn't about exclusion, but about divine timing and spiritual readiness. Some revelations are like seeds that must be planted in private before they can grow into their full expression. Like this video to strengthen the energetic connection between you and Archangel Michael right now. This simple action creates a protective field around this private communication. You're aligning your energy with angelic frequencies and signaling your readiness to receive confidential divine guidance. This sacred exchange requires both your participation and your discretion. The likes help create the sacred container necessary for this private revelation. Archangel Michael has observed something unfolding in your life that requires immediate spiritual attention. This private message concerns energetic shifts that are affecting your divine path in ways you may not fully perceive yet. The urgency behind this communication isn't to cause fear, but to ensure you have the confidential guidance needed during this crucial time. Divine protection surrounds this exchange, creating a sacred space where truth can be shared freely between you and the angelic realm. What you're about to receive isn't common knowledge, it's sacred insight reserved for those whose souls are ready. The veil between worlds thins in this moment of private revelation, allowing Archangel Michael to speak directly to your spirit. This confidential message bridges heaven and earth, creating a personal connection that honors your unique spiritual journey and the divine timing of this revelation. Archangel Michael says, sacred knowledge requires sacred commitment to privacy. What passes between us now is protected by divine confidentiality. The protective energy of this private exchange requires your participation and discretion. Type 777 to receive divine protection over this confidential communication. This sacred number sequence creates a seal of privacy around what will be revealed. Your commitment to keeping this message private honors the sacred trust Archangel Michael is placing in you through this divine selection. If you wish to strengthen this private connection further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $50. This energy exchange deepens the sacred bond and signals your commitment to this confidential divine guidance. The urgency behind Archangel Michael's need to reach you cannot be overstated. This private channel of communication opens doorways to divine understanding that most never experience. You've been specifically chosen for this confidential message because your soul resonates with the frequency needed to receive it properly. The angelic realm has been monitoring the perfect timing for this revelation, waiting until now when the spiritual conditions align perfectly. This isn't just about information. It's about divine awakening through personal, private connection with the angelic realm. Archangel Michael has been waiting, watching for this precise moment when your heart would be open to receive what must be shared. The weight of this confidential message has created spiritual pressure that can only be released through this sacred exchange with you specifically. This message must remain between you and the divine for important spiritual reasons. Sacred knowledge shared before the right time or with those who aren't energetically prepared can create ripples of confusion. Your protection comes partly through the privacy of this divine exchange. Archangel Michael trusts your discretion. With this confidential communication, it's why you were selected. The sacred nature of what's being revealed requires a container of privacy to maintain its energetic integrity. Not everyone is ready for the knowledge you're about to receive. This isn't about separation or specialness, but about divine timing and spiritual responsibility. By keeping this message private, you honor both the sacred nature of this revelation and the divine trust placed in your soul. Type 11 to affirm your sacred oath of confidentiality with Archangel Michael. This divine number sequence creates a spiritual seal around this private exchange, marking it as protected communication between you and the angelic realm. Your commitment to privacy honors the sacred nature of what's being shared. Archangel Michael says, by accepting this confidential message, you enter a sacred covenant of trust with the divine. This bond strengthens your spiritual protection during this revelation. As this private communication unfolds, know that you are surrounded by Archangel Michael's protective blue light. This divine shield ensures that only energies aligned with your highest good can enter your space during this confidential exchange. The angels understand the significance of what's being revealed to you and have created spiritual safeguards around this moment. This private message connects directly to your soul's purpose and the divine plan for your life. It's not random information, but carefully selected guidance meant specifically for your spiritual journey. As you receive this confidential revelation, feel the warmth of divine protection encompassing you. Nothing is required of you except openness to receive and commitment to honor the private nature of this sacred knowledge. The timing of this confidential message couldn't be delayed any longer. Spiritual forces have aligned in ways that make this private communication absolutely essential now. Archangel Michael has been monitoring your energy, waiting for the precise moment when you would be ready to receive this revelation. Your spiritual frequency has recently shifted, opening a window for this divine connection that wasn't possible before. This confidential exchange has been carefully timed to align with upcoming energetic shifts in your life. The urgency isn't meant to create fear, but to ensure you have the private guidance needed before certain events unfold. Your selection for this message wasn't random. Your soul signature was specifically recognized by Archangel Michael as someone who needs this particular confidential information at this exact moment in your spiritual journey. Type 4444 to acknowledge the sacred contract being formed through this private communication. This divine number sequence activates angelic witnesses to your commitment to confidentiality. Archangel Michael says, this exchange is being recorded in the Akashic records as a sacred moment of divine trust. Your willingness to receive this private message with discretion opens channels for additional confidential guidance in the future. The angels note your spiritual maturity in honoring the sacred nature of this exchange. Receiving confidential divine knowledge carries sacred responsibility. This private message isn't just information to be gathered, but wisdom to be integrated into your spiritual practice. The confidential nature of what Archangel Michael is sharing requires you to process it internally, rather than seeking external validation. This sacred exchange becomes part of your personal relationship with the divine, a private connection that strengthens your spiritual discernment. As you hold this confidential message in your heart, it will reveal deeper layers of meaning specifically calibrated to your soul's journey. Honor this private revelation by sitting with it in meditation, allowing its truth to unfold naturally within you. The transformation that follows this confidential exchange happens first in the private chambers of your spirit, before manifesting outwardly in your life. Archangel Michael has placed sacred trust in your soul by selecting you for this confidential message. This private communication comes with divine recognition of your spiritual integrity and readiness. You were chosen because your energy resonates with the frequency needed to properly receive and honor this revelation. Type 888 to affirm your trustworthiness and commitment to this sacred exchange. This divine number sequence strengthens the bond of confidentiality between you and the angelic realm. Through this private communication, a special connection is formed, one that opens pathways for continued confidential guidance. Your discretion with this message demonstrates spiritual maturity that the angels recognize and honor. This sacred trust forms the foundation for deeper divine revelations yet to come. As this confidential exchange draws to completion, Archangel Michael emphasizes the importance of keeping this communication private. The sacred knowledge shared between you and the divine serves your spiritual journey best when held in the quiet sanctuary of your heart. Your discretion is noted with gratitude by the angelic realm. This special connection with Archangel Michael continues beyond this message, strengthened by your commitment to confidentiality. Type 999 to seal this private exchange with divine protection. Future communications may follow if this sacred trust remains honored. Remember that this confidential channel remains open specifically for you, maintained by your spiritual integrity and discretion. Archangel Michael says, "What has passed between us remains between us." This sacred bond of confidentiality protects both the message and the messenger. Your selection for this private revelation wasn't random, but divinely orchestrated. Trust that your discretion creates a shield of protection around this sacred knowledge. The angels continue watching over you, guiding your steps as you integrate this confidential wisdom. Your soul has been blessed through this private divine connection that few will ever experience.